Hello, Westford. The Board of Health gets an update on the enforcement of polystyrene-free containers. 2 civic groups get high praise from the Town Center Parking and Traffic Committee co-chairman. And State Representative James Arciero's annual holiday event raises lots of money for area children in need. I'm Ira Keltz, and it's time for WestfordCAT News. Before we get started, I want to remind you to subscribe to our daily complimentary news publication by visiting westfordcatnews.org/newsletter. And if your community or civic group has an event coming up, send your announcement to news@westfordcat.org. Board of Health Director Jeff Stevens gave a brief review to the Board of Health on how the enforcement of polystyrene-free containers are going in town. Stevens said most local vendors are finding substitutes for their polystyrene containers that a recently enacted town bylaw has banned. But there is one aluminum container with a cardboard lid that's giving pizza and sub shops some trouble. Here's Stevens.
My issue with the cardboard lids is if you're selling a product that's to go home and go into the oven in this, you don't want to have this covered so you can't see what they're buying. So it's hurting their business, and now you've got people opening this up, looking inside. Now they're touching the food, and they, oh, maybe I don't want that. Lid goes back on, they seal it back up, back on the shelf. So I don't want people opening containers of food they're not going to buy, and you don't know who opened it. Therefore, you could be spreading other disease.
And there are no polystyrene-free?
Currently, there are none, and we're actually talking to manufacturers. Arnie's got a friend that is a distributor, and he called around to all of his places that he buys from. Nobody's got this lid, and I guess it has to do with the fact that it's got the flange in the polystyrene-free.
The polystyrene-free restriction was adopted in 2016 and went into effect on July 1st. Watch the entire meeting on westfordcatnews.org. A $400,000 Complete Streets grant awarded in fiscal 2017 by the Baker administration was put to use this fall in the town center and in the vicinity of 2 public schools. Town engineer Paul Sterrett oversaw the extension of curbing in front of the Parish Center for the Arts and at the intersection of Boston Road and Main Street. Other roadway or sidewalk improvements were done near the Robinson and Day schools. The center also has 2 new faux brick walkways that were paid for by the Parish Center for the Arts and the Common Restoration Project at a cost of $4,666 each. In a letter to the editor, Gail Flannery, co-chairman of the Town Center Parking and Traffic Study Committee, praised the 2 civic groups. It said, "Without these generous offerings, the crosswalks could not have been installed." You can visit our online publication at westfordcatnews.org to see Flannery's letter. On December 8th, Westford Academy Principal James Antonelli issued a statement addressing what he characterized as the recent rise in racist comments and actions in our nation and school community. Antonelli went on to write, "Westford Academy prioritizes safety in order to encourage students to share their thoughts and beliefs, and we would like to affirm that minority students are protected here. Any behavior, gesture, comment, symbol that targets students based on their race, gender, sexuality, religion, ethnicity, or personal identity is against the student handbook and will not be tolerated at Westford Academy." WestfordCAT invited Antonelli to explain his statement on camera, but he declined, citing a busy schedule. We'll continue to look into the matter and we'll bring you more as this story unfolds. To find the entire statement by Antonelli, visit westfordcatnews.org. And now for our feature story of the week. State Representatives James Arciero's Lowell Sun Santa Toys for Tots event took place on December 7th, bringing in a mountain of donated toys and monetary donations for families in need during this holiday season. Arciero estimates the event took in at least $22,000 in cash donations so far, and gifts valued at approximately $30,000, with at least 500 people attending. Here's Patty Stalker with more.
It was another big year, in fact, a record turnout for the Jim Arciero Sun Santa Toys for Tots fundraiser at the Franco-American Club in Westford on Thursday, December 7th. Supporters came out in droves for this annual affair, bringing together residents, politicians, business owners, and others to help support two great causes. The Sun Santa Fund, which helps families who need assistance during the holiday season, and the U.S. Marine Corps Honor Guard Toys for Tots organization. WCAP was broadcasting live. Santa stopped by to meet the little ones. There was food and music and many laughs and catching up during this festive event. Each year, a group of what has been affectionately dubbed Arciero's Elves gather at the home of Nancy Cook. Cook is Arciero's co-chair of the event, and she and the elves begin the festive process of organizing the donations in unique and fun ways. I caught up with State Representative Jim Arciero and some of his Arciero's Elves.
So nice to see you guys. Let's start with you, Jim, 7th annual. What can you tell me about tonight?
Well, I really have no words. It's unbelievable. This has become a tradition here in Westford. It's each and every year has gotten bigger and bigger, and this is our biggest yet. But our feeling is really we just want to make children in the area that are having a tough time this holiday season a nice holiday season, a nice Christmas, be able to have presents under the tree to make sure that, for Hanukkah and any other, holiday, that there's going to be a nice meal on the table and presents under the tree, and somebody's season's going to be a little bit brighter.
Nancy Roberts of the Lowell Sun provided more details on how the Sun Santa Fund helps those families who need assistance during the holiday season.
We serve the families in the 23 areas served by the Lowell Sun, in the 23 cities by the Lowell Sun. And what happens is that the families will apply through the Salvation Army and community teamwork, and the staff there work with them to weigh what the family will need as far as their family size and their financial needs. And we raise funds. The Sun Santa Fund raises funds to support vouchers that are given to the families so they can buy food and toys and clothing for the holiday season.
WestfordCAT was on the scene to cover the entire event. You can watch it at WestfordCAT.org.
Good afternoon, Westford. My name is Eric Heideman. I am the Assistant Town Manager. This is December 13th, 2017, and this is your bi-weekly Town Manager update. Today we're at the Roudenbush building at 65 Main Street, undergoing its major renovation project. This building was constructed in 1897 and hasn't seen a major renovation since 1929, so this is a very exciting project for the community. You can see right now we're on the 3rd floor, which was in the past used for just storage. This is all going to be new usable space. A wall's come down, and it's actually much more open now. Off to the side here, you can see that this is going to be the location where a new elevator is going to be installed into the building. Up till recently, this building has not been ADA compliant, and there'll now be an elevator that goes to every story of the building, along with handicap accessible bathrooms. So it's a great addition, and again, it's going to be a really important thing and a vital asset for our community. You can see here a lot of the wood structure from many years ago. It's really interesting, and if you're into old buildings, it's a great sight to see, a lot of history here. So we're really excited about this project. Demolition's underway. The hazardous materials have been abated from the building, and we're hoping to start getting this project rolling forward in a positive direction. So that's it for this week. Until then, next time, have a nice day.
Rekha Sharma's here with a health tip on the benefits of rose oil.
Hi everyone, I am Rekha Sharma, your Ayurveda practitioner, back with a new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Today I am going to talk about rose oil. Rose oil is being used traditionally as a natural antidepressant and in mood disorders. It calms the mind and enhances mood as it is very soothing for the nerves. It is antiseptic and antibacterial, thereby heals the scars and protects against sepsis. It is excellent in promoting well-balanced air and fire element of the body. People with sleeping difficulty can put 1 drop of rose oil on the pillow at bedtime. Rose oil can also be applied to uneven dry skin areas for smoothness. If you have any allergies to essential oils, please contact your PCP before applying. I'll be back with a new health tip. Bye for now.
The region had its first snowfall of the winter on December 9th. Here's Joe Seppi to tell us what's in store for the coming week.
Hello, Westford! This is Joe Seppi with the weather forecast for this weekend, week of December 18th. A typical December week is ahead. Bright cloudy skies, highs in the 30s. We will have a couple of chances for a between mix. No big snows in the forecast. That was your Western weather. Have a great week, everyone.
Layla is an 8-year-old boxer available now for adoption at the Lowell Humane Society. Here's Patty Stalker with more.
If you're looking for a gentle, loving, intelligent pooch to call your own, look no further than the Lowell Humane Society, where this beautiful 8-year-old boxer named Layla is looking for a forever home. Here's shelter volunteer Roger Logeman with more.
Layla is an 8-year-old boxer. She's been here since early November. She was surrendered because she had some health issues that the owner didn't feel comfortable dealing with. It turns out she needs a little treatment, which she's going to get in a few days, and then she'll get a clean bill of health. Like your walk, she'll walk all day, but she's really gentle on the leash. For a dog her size, she doesn't take a lot of strength or energy to walk her. She'll walk with you as long as you want to. She would be fine with little kids. She shows no interest or reaction to cats, so we think she would be fine with cats that are familiar with dogs. She does react to other dogs that bark at her. She'll fuss back at them, so we would prefer to have her as the only dog in the house, but if there were cats in the house, that would be fine. And obviously, as easygoing as she is, she would be fine with kids as well. Wouldn't you? Huh? She's an attention seeker. As you can see, if I pet her, she just leans into my legs and she'll do this all day, won't you? She barks at strangers. She's a good watchdog, but she's not ever going to be an aggressive dog. Will you? Huh? You're just too easygoing for that, aren't you? Huh? Layla, sit. Layla, sit. Sit. Good girl. Good girl.
The Lowell Humane Society is always looking for donations and volunteers. To learn more about how you can help, or to find out more about Layla or any of the other pets available for adoption, go to lowellhumanesociety.org or visit them at 951 Broadway Street in Lowell. Call 978-452-7781.
Layla is going to make somebody a wonderful house dog, aren't you? Huh?
Now here's our Director of Outreach Marketing, Sarah Fletcher, with suggestions for things to do around town this week.
Thanks, Ira. Here are some things to know and do around Westford this week. There are 2 free events at the library on Thursday, December 21st at 7 p.m. The first brings storyteller, poet, and musician Kate Schaborn and her harp to the library. Shadbourne will sing songs and tell stories drawn from the Irish and Celtic tradition. All ages are welcome, and registration is not required. The second event is for adults who like to color. Adult coloring books are the latest trend in relaxation. The books, colored pencils, and light refreshments will be provided at this drop-in event. The Millworks has drop-in sessions for badminton, basketball, futsal, volleyball, pickleball, and soccer. There are entry fees for each, and seasonal teams apply for basketball, and there are specific start dates for soccer. For details, please visit millworkswestford.com. I'm Sarah Fletcher for WestfordCAT News. Back to you, Ira.
That's it for this week, Westford. We leave you with images from the Festival of Trees at the Westford Regency. The display will remain in the lobby and atrium until December 17th.
Thank you.